It's pretty special, quite frankly. It's pretty special. And it sort of warms your heart to watch them evolve, right? And them start working towards their aspirations and, what are their goals? And I'm also a realist to know, gosh, my employees aren't going to stay with me forever. Would I like them to? Sure. I would love them to, especially some of them that have become dear friends. But at the same time, as an owner of a company, I have an obligation to help them get to their aspirations as well. And sometimes that's not doing what I need them to do. It's how do I meet them at the intersection of their personal and their professional life. And if they say, hey, Mike, I'm going to give you 5 really good years, I'll take the 5 really good years, right? Mm-hmm. And help them on their next journey or their next step in their journey while they're here. And it's pretty special to watch that and watch people move on and succeed in what's next for them. Does it hurt the business? Sure. We've got to manage the risk there. But quite frankly, I find the risk so minimal when you have really good people that want to move on. But to me, it's more risky I shared with a different host of a podcast, probably a year ago now, that if somebody doesn't want to be at our place, I'll help them find another job. Right? It's the last thing I want is somebody miserable coming to work, or somebody not enjoying what they're doing, or not enjoying spending time with the people that we spend so many of our waking hours with. I'll help them. Like, I would gladly. And I mean that from my heart. And it's taken things like COVID and the downsizing of the company and some other people moving on to really come back to me and say, like, you were genuine when you said you would help me. And I'm like, absolutely. That's our role as leaders. That's our role as business owners, where, we have a company to protect for the employees that are staying and the employees that want the long-term longevity of a employment or a career. But at the same time, I want to help the people on their journey, because what their success might not be the same as my success. Right. And so how do I meet them where they are and help them do really meaningful work that is beneficial to our organization and our clients and their peers, at the same time enabling them to explore what might be next on the horizon. And so that to me is meaningful, and I find a lot of enjoyment in it. It's sad when I see those people go, but gosh, as you see them flourish, it's pretty rewarding. So it's pretty
everything
rewarding.
You're describing is when you invest in your people, when you invest in your employees, they invest in your customers, they invest in your business, and they in turn investing in you, because when you care about them, they care about you, they care about your customers.
I'm sure we'll get there, Claudia, but it's, with the sale of the company, it was really important for me to find a culture similar, right?
Yeah.
And so, not that I'll go through all those core values, but one of the core values is, if our employees love our company, right, the customers will love the company as well, because that shines right through the employees to the customer. And so I think we've always, even way before I ever thought about what did my succession or exit look like, that was important to us, right? It's important to know how the employees are reflecting our organization to our customers, right? And if you're going to be a client-centric organization, it has to shine through. But I'm also a human, knowing that human beings make mistakes. Human beings have bad days, but how do we recognize that, and how do we hold that accountability, but also their peers to hold them accountable, that, hey, when you're having a bad day, it's okay for somebody to say something, right? And maybe that day you're not talking to the customers, right? You're doing some other work, or you're doing something else, or you just need the general reminder of, hey, these are the people we're serving. And because we don't know what's going on at home, right? We don't know what happened on the way to work, or what happened last night at the Little League football game. We're going to take people at their best. We're going to take people that we believe are showing up every day with the best intentions to serve, but also recognize people are human beings, and sometimes we got to meet them where they are. But it doesn't mean that they're any less worthy if we have to tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, time out. Right? I need you to step away for a while.
You can't expect them to just leave it at the door, or to shake off personal stuff. We are one person. And look, there are some people who are very good at compartmentalizing stuff, but most people aren't.
Yes. Yeah. And so it's what I love them to, when they step over the threshold, to be the jovial person that we know they are capable of being. It's just not reality. If I can get 80 to 90% when they step across that threshold, that's who we hired. I'll take it every day, and we'll work on the other 10 to 20%
Yeah.
and
And
support them.
sometimes
Right?
if we do acknowledge it and say, hey, you don't seem like yourself. What's going on? If we do just give them 5 or 10 minutes to talk and have a space, they're able to get past the emotion in the moment and get refocused. So knowing that we have a good peer or a great leader who can get that out of us can help us get past it and get
Sure.
back and refocused for the day.
Yeah. Spot on.